Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ho Ho Show. I am your host, Ho Ho, and I am broadcasting in the semi on the mobile studio somewhere up here in Canada. I don't even know where I'm at, to be perfectly honest with you. I have no clue. I'm at a rest area is where I'm at, which, guys, I tell you what, this is one thing that's cool about Ontario. You see, they do things right. And if we would actually mimic what they do in Ontario down in the States, our roads could be just as good everywhere. Because they treat their rest areas like service plazas on the toll road. For anybody that's not been on the toll road, is what they, the service plazas in there, they've got restaurants, they've got places to eat, they got, whatever. They got all kinds of stuff in there, shopping, little convenience store and whatnot. And that generates income. That's an income generating thing. And they use that money, at least in Ontario, they use that money to help fix the roads. So the roads up here are amazing. I kid you not. You get on the interstates, nice roads, because they know how to do it. And the money that gets spent on this road goes back to fixing this road. Yeah, that's a big part of that. Big part of that. It doesn't do any good to have something like this on the road if you're not going to use that money to fix the road. It just doesn't make any sense. But anyway, enough of that. I am super excited about some stuff, and I have just got to talk to you guys about it because, dude, I tell you what, I'm ecstatic. Just got done sending an email. And, that's the thing I got, man. I got a problem when it comes with some stuff because when I get to typing and whatnot, sometimes my mind gets a little freaking wordy, which is a problem that I'm also having in doing, intros to, my show and to a buddy of mine's show because it went too freaking wordy. And I'm like, dude, I got to trim this thing in half. Something that isn't even supposed to be over 20 words. I'm like 45 words and one of them's like 49 words. Okay, yeah, it's ridiculous. I got to trim this thing down. I got to cut this puppy in half. Holy crap, it got wordy. And so did this. This email, it definitely went a little on the wordy side. But you know what, though? I really, really hope that I got my point across. I hope he understands what it is I'm talking about. And, truth be told, I really, really hope that he reads it, likes what he hears, and he's on board. Because, guys, I tell you what, man, and here's my thing. I got to watch what I say, though, because I really don't want to give anything away about the show that I'm going to be doing, who's the guest is going to be, and so I got to be careful on that. I really do. But there's been some stuff going on with the Wild Bunch, and maybe I shouldn't have said that shit. But there's been some stuff going on, and it's just, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, in a matter of speaking. Because, I mean, granted, I really don't think that some of the stuff that's going on is really, coming from a mean place. It's ornery, it's sarcasm and whatnot. But, that's just one of them things, though, man. I'm of an era or of a belief that, you say what you mean what you say. And not that I'm against sarcasm, but there are just certain places that sarcasm doesn't translate well. And, it's just, sometimes it just rubs me the wrong way. Not that I got a problem with it, and really not that I care, but it rubs me the wrong way. So with me being, and maybe this is me being really, really fresh in, I'm fresh. Yeah, never mind. With me being very new to the whole podcasting space, guys, and I tell you what, I've only been in this for a year. That's it. And my involvement with interacting with other podcasters only goes back about 4 months. That's it. The first and second week of May last year is all that I've been really talking with different podcasters and making my presence known. That's it. I'm very, very new to the space, and maybe it's one of my problems is that I'm not And don't get me wrong when I say this, but I'm not jaded. I'm not. I'm too fresh with this. I'm too new. I haven't been here. I haven't been here very long. And maybe that's part of my naive. Maybe that's the proper word for it. But you know what though? I don't look at it as a bad thing, and I really don't. And I don't want to get into the reasons as to why, because I want the next episode to speak for itself. I really do. This is going to be a good time, guys, because there's, and this isn't not only a hey guys, come on, let's come together in this. Let's not, fight and bicker. Let's come together. Let's do this, because there's a lot of potential here, and that's what I see is just a buttload of potential. And it's like, dude, if we, if we come together and if we just, unite, Power Rangers unite. Yeah, no. But if we unite in this, and if we become, I don't want to say one mind, but, if we do it right, the potential that is there, the growth that is possible, not just with our numbers, but with our numbers, it's got so much potential, and it's huge. It's holy crap. And this is one of the reasons what I envisioned with whenever I originally got into podcasting. When I originally started this. This is why that me and a few buddies of mine have come together with Weaponized Sloth Productions. That's the whole point of unifying and coming together and, pooling ideas, pooling just different stuff, and just, yeah, it's the pool, man, That's what I'm getting at. It's the pool, dang it. But it's more than that. It's more than that, so I'm excited about this. I really am. I cannot tell you how excited I am about this stuff. I really can't, because I'm beside myself. I'm beside myself for more than one reason about this. I am just beside myself, so much so, and I'll tell you guys about it when we actually get closer to doing what it is that I'm hoping, man. I really do. I hope this ends up happening, because I'm going to tell you guys what. I'm a fanboy. Oh yeah. I may have said this before on the show, but I am. I'm an absolute fanboy, because it's like, I'm so new at doing this, how do I word this without sounding completely like, I don't even know. But I'm a fanboy, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, that I'm a fanboy, because it's just, to me, this whole thing is cool. It's different. Who would have thunk, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, who would have thunk that something like this would be possible? Sitting in my semi, sitting on a cooler, actually, a powered cooler, in my semi, with a microphone hooked up to a phantom power supply, hooked up into my cell phone, would even be possible for me to record this and transmit it to anybody across the globe. This is amazing stuff, guys. Holy crap. How can you be jaded with this kind of technology, with this kind of, with this kind of reach, with this kind of, with this type of media? Holy crap, guys. This is so cool. Like I said, guys, I'm a fanboy, it's neat. I'm excited. I cannot wait for Saturday. Dude, I cannot wait for Saturday. I am so super excited, and I hope you guys are too. So join me. Oops, a little bit of gravity attack. So join me this Saturday 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Join me for a very special show. If it's not Saturday, it'll be Sunday. And I'm just going to speak this into existence because this is going to happen. This is going to happen. You know, this is going to happen. The timing is right. This is going to happen. You know, I'm excited. And yes, this is coming from the point of view of somebody whom has only been in the podcasting for a year, whom has only been talking with other podcasters for 4 months, with somebody whose numbers are so small I'm not even a blip on the radar yet. But you know what? I'm having fun. You know, I'm having fun. And I see the potential in this. And I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys see the potential in what's going on. I really do. You know, it's one of them things that I know what's possible because I've seen other people in the space do it. So I know it's possible out there. With what I'm doing, with what, you know, other people are doing, I can see what's possible. I can see it. You know, I mean, that's the thing, man. I can see it. It's there. You know, with the data that's out there, with talking about podcasting and talking about new media, the data supports that we haven't even seen the beginning of podcasting yet, of new media, of any of this. We haven't seen what's possible. We haven't seen the numbers yet. I mean, they're still figuring all this stuff out, but here we are in the ground floor of something great. Something amazing. Not even the birthing of this. You know, I mean, it's still in what would you say, like the adolescent stage? You know, I mean, I think we're past the toddler and the infant stage. Obviously, the infant stage. You know, I mean, it's come to a point to where the ease of access into the medium, the ease of getting started and getting something going, we've reached a point where it's so easy to get going that, I mean, granted, I mean, you gotta filter through a lot of noise before you find something worthwhile. I get that, I understand that, you know, because there's so the ease of getting going now is so much there, so great that there's so many people that, because there's no investment, because they have no skin in the game, that they start up and the next thing you know they finish and they drop away really just as quickly as they started. You know, and yeah, I mean, you may consider it a problem, but I mean, it separates the men from the boys. I mean, it really does. You know, I mean, how much do you really care about what you're doing? You know, I care. I very much care. You know, I care about this. I really do. I've invested a lot in it. I ain't going to tell you no numbers. You ain't going to get that out of me. But I've invested a lot. Not just in time. Not just in talent. Not just in treasure. I've invested a lot. You know. A lot of time. You know. And I don't want to say talent because, I mean, like dude, I mean, okay, guys, I've done the whole public speaking thing. I really have, you know. And this is different than public speaking. It really is, you know. Some of the times, okay, and most of the time when I've done the public speaking thing, I've been speaking, you know, in an environment up on a stage in front of people whom I basically knew. Not a whole heck of a lot of them that I didn't. And yes, I've done public speaking. You know, I've done performances in front of strangers. A freaking convention center full of strangers. You know, I've done a lot of stuff. You know, I really have. So, I mean, I'm no stranger to public speaking, to being in front of a butt ton of people. I'm no stranger to that. I'm really not, you know. Now, granted, I can't say as if I'm good at it. You know, I can't say that I still don't stumble on my words from time to time. I mean, obviously, you guys have heard me speak. I do that all the freaking time. But it doesn't bother me because it's like, dude, we're all people here. You know, we are. You know, ain't none of us special. You know, we all put our pants on the same way every single day, and that's one leg at a time. We all do that. You know, so we're all the same. I mean, we ain't special. You know, but we got to stick. We got to stick together in this if we're going to get anywhere. That's the bottom line. You know, if we're going to get anywhere, if we're going to do this, if we're going to break away, if we are going to, you know, if we are going to shame mainstream media into doing either one of two things, getting right or getting out, then we got to come together. Get right or get gone. And if we actually do, if this thing really breaks and if this thing really hits, I mean, wow, the potential is mind-boggling. We can do away with mainstream media. Because, dude, man, I used to listen to, and I kid you not, man, 6 to 9 hours every single day. I'm a truck driver, all right? You know, I might not be able to read a book, but I can listen to one. And I can listen to information almost put in here all day long. So I kid you not, man. I was listening to channel 125 on Sirius XM, the Patriot channel. You know, listening to, you know, Glenn Beck and Andrew Wilkow, Sean Hannity, Mark Levin, David Webb. Listening to all these guys. You know, so I mean, I've been listening to the radio, you know, 6, 9, 12 hours a freaking day. Now what do? Listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts. That's what I do. I haven't plugged in my Sirius XM satellite radio for months. I'm still paying for a subscription, just in case. But I haven't listened to it for months. Why? Because I'm listening to new media. I'm listening to new media. Because the programming is so much better. What's out there is so much more. I mean, dude, I don't care what walk of life you're in. I don't care what your interests are. You can find it somewhere in podcasting. Absolutely. But the problem is getting found. As a podcaster, that's what your problem is, getting found. How are you going to do that? Come together. Join hands. Na 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 na. Yeah, I love it. All right, you know what, guys? That's all I got. Because if I keep on going, y'all's going to know exactly where I'm going with this next episode. So I'm done. No music. Cue the music, baby. I'm done. So join me this Saturday, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's all the same time, guys. Just so you know, it's called time zones. It changes things. You know, I didn't include mountain in there because, hey, I'm sorry, I don't think I got any mountain people in there. You know. Yeah. Anyway. See you then, guys. Have a good one. Take it easy. Bye. Stop fading in and out, man. Come on, you're driving me nuts. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right, I'm done.